Hello children, welcome back to ICT class. This is our video class number 45 and we are continuing with 8th chapter itself, creating a web page using which language? Yes, HTML language. What is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. And before moving on to today's session, let me remind you what we had discussed in our previous class. We had discussed about adding text in a web page. There we had discussed about a lot of tags using different purposes. One is bold, we are using B, and for make italics we are using I tag, and for giving underline we are using U, and for font color, font size and all we are using the main tag called font, and we had to specify the property and value of the particular tag. For example, if you want to give font color, specify the main tag font and specify the property color, put an equal to symbol in double quote, specify the value of the color, which means red. Okay, so this is our previous class activity, and in today's session we are going to discuss about next two topics in your textbook. Next two activities. One is inserting tables in a web page and then inserting a video in a web page. In the last class we already have discussed about how to include an image by using which tag? Yes, img src. In the similar way we are using another tag for including a video. So before starting today's session, let's see the objective behind today's class. The learner will understand about including a table in a web page by using the tag called tr, td, table border, etc. and also to learn about how to insert a video in a web page using HTML tag. So shall we start today's class session? So let's see how we can insert a table and also how we can include a video in a created web page. So let's start.
Let's start doing next two activities in today's class session. First activity, let's include a table in a created web page, and the second activity is let's insert a video. So in the previous class we already have inserted an image in a web page. So in the similar way we can include a video and also a table. So let's open our previous work from School Resources Standard 9 Web Page Resources folder. I have saved the previous work. So how to open this work? In text editor, right click on this file, click on open with other applications, and then here you can see text editor, or just click on view all application, then you can see the text editor. So select this application. Otherwise if you double click on this file, you can see the first option is open with Firefox web browser. So if you double click on this file, it will get opened in the web browser. Okay, so let's open the file. So here is the code. So in the previous class we already have mentioned how to give background color, how to give images img src, then specify the path of that image, and then we have specified how to include items or text, how we can add text to the web page, and how we can make that text attractive by specifying some alignment tools or some formatting. We can give the text bold, italics, underline, then font color, font size, etc. So here you can see the main heading items. After that I have specified several item name, and then BR is used to indicate next line or the end of the text. So here after Kerala Nadanam, if you specify the tag called BR, it will get moved to the next line. So that is the use of BR. And for specifying font color, just give the tag called font, it is the main tag. After that specify the property called color, then put an equal to symbol, then in double quote specify its value. So here in font color case the value will be red. In the similar way in the font size the value will be 5, 10, etc. So like that. So this was the previous activity. So here itself in the code we are going to discuss about how to include a table. So while including a table, 4 main tags to be considered. So suppose here the items, total number of items are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose I need to categorize it into 3 table. So how we can use table tag? So while including a table, 4 main tags to be specified. Initially we will have a main tag which is table itself. Table. That is the main tag. Then second tag is border. Table border. So if you wish to give a border to this corresponding table, you can specify the property called border. In the similar way, font color. Here font is the main tag, color is its property. In the similar way, we can specify border within the table tag. Table is the main code. So when you open the main code, it's your duty to close the main code. How to close? Put a slash symbol and then close the table tag. So this is the first main tag to include a table, and second tag is specifying border. So if you didn't give this border tag, what will happen? It will specify like this. See, it will specify like this. There will be no border. So if you wish to give border to this line or text, you can specify the property called border. When you give a property, then we have to give its value. So how to specify the value for a property? Put equal to symbol. Then in double quotes specify the value. So here we have to give the border size. So I am giving 1. You can give 1, 2, 3, etc. According to its table, that border size you can give any value. So I have given the value called 1. So this is the second code. So first main code is table and second tag is border, but border is not a tag. We have to indicate it as property. So it must be given within the table tag. Here the property is color, so we have to give within the font main tag. Here BG color is the property, so we have to give it within the body tag. So no need to specify angular bracket for a property or value. So this is the second main thing, table border equal to 1. Then next thing is we have to categorize it into rows and columns. So we have to specify TR, the code called TR, table row. That is the abbreviation of TR, table row. So once you specify this code, what will happen? This corresponding text will be categorized as rows. Okay, ROWS, row. So TR is the next tag. Then fourth one is TD. Last tag is TD. The abbreviation of TD is table data. So when you specify TR, it will get categorized into rows in a table. After that, for including the first table data, you have to specify what? TD, table data. So in the first table, suppose I need to enter Kerala Nadanam, Vanjipattu and group song. Only 3 items as first row or first column. So after this third text, close the table data by using slash symbol. So it indicates what? First table consists of first 3 text. So after closing this tag, next row or next column will get added by this next text. Okay, so close the table data. No need to close table border, TR, etc. It is the main code, so we have to close that tag after every text. But you have to close TD, table data, which indicates in first table we have to enter this much text. After that, close the table data. Then for next table row or column, specify again TD. So it indicates what? In the next column, next 3 text will get added. So here close again TD. So TD have to specify twice or thrice according to our table rows and columns. So TR means table row. So in the first row or first column in that table, 3 text will get added. So we have to specify TD. So after the first row, close TD. Then for the second row again specify TD. And after this close the tag called TD. Then we can close the tag TR. Then close table data. Okay. So in this manner we can give a table in a web page. So here border is property. So we don't need to specify it with angular bracket. So no need to close here table border because the main tag is table. Okay. Here also the main tag is font. So after this we can close the main tag. Okay. So in this manner we can give a table. 4 main tag to be considered. First one main tag is table itself. Second thing is we can specify border for that table as property. Put equal to simple and in double quote specify its value. Third main tag is TR, indicates table row, and then last one is TD, table data. So TD have to specify twice or thrice in a web page. So it indicates first text to be added in first row. After that close TD. Again give the tag TD. It indicates second row. If this table consists of third row, again what? Press enter key and then again specify TD like this. Okay. So how many data it consists? According to that we can specify the table data. So next I am going to save this file and then just refresh this. See, like this a border has appeared and in 2 columns are 3 items. So total 6 items got appeared. So in this manner we can give table to a web page. And in similar way, suppose I need to give font color blue color to this corresponding data. So after specifying table border you can give the font color, font space color. After the property always give equal to simple, in double quotes specify the value blue. After that close the tag. Then after first table close the main tag called font. Okay. Then only this corresponding code will work. So again if you wish to give font color to next row, here also do the same. Font color, put equal to symbol in double quotes, specify blue. So in table case you have to specify font color, font size, etc. twice. Okay. So this corresponding font color applied to this corresponding first row. Again you have to specify the font color and after the text close the main tag font. So here spacing is not an issue. You can close either here or in the next line. So save this and here do the refresh. See, our content got blue color. So in this manner we can include table to a created web page. So this is first activity including table, and in your textbook page number 118 you can see a table 8.3 with instructions and use. So first instruction is to include a table you can use the tag called in angular bracket table. Then TR means to categorize it into rows and columns. Then third one is to include rows and columns in all lines you can use table data. So like that give the answers to that table in your textbook. So this is first activity including table. Let's move to next activity. Activity 8.8 is let's insert a video. So in the previous class we already have inserted image banners by using the code called IMG SRC. So in the same manner we can include a video anywhere inside the body tag. So I am entering after image. I am going to give the code line for including video. So video files can be inserted in the same manner as image files. The videos that are to be used in the web page can be kept in a folder near the web page. So using the instruction in angular bracket video we can insert the video in a web page. So here let's include the video. The code or tag to be used to insert the video is video itself. See, this is the main tag to include video. And then here in the video tag we have to add 3 main attribute. Okay, 3 main attribute to be included within the main tag video. What are they? First one is width of the video. It is optional. If you don't want to give the width and height, just ignore this portion. It will come in a proper size in the web page. It is optional. Width and height is optional for both image and video. If you wish to specify the width, you can give like this in double quotes. Specify the value. I am giving 400. Again, next attribute is height. Height equal to, in double quotes, specify the height. Then third main attribute is controls. Controls. For what control attribute is used? In order to show the play and stop button of the video, you have to include controls attribute. Okay, so it is very important. If you forgot to give this controls icon, what will get happen? You can't control the video in the web page. There will be no play button, there will be no stop button. So in order to show that play button and stop button, within the video tag you have to specify that attribute called controls. So 3 main attributes which we have to specify within the video tag is: first attribute width, second attribute height, and both this width and height are optional, and third main attribute is controls. Controls means in order to show the play button and stop button we are using controls. So these are the 3 main attributes which should be given within the video tag. Next we have to specify the path of that video. For the image case we have specified the path like images bar 1.jpg. So in the same manner we have to specify the path for the video. So that code line is source space src equal to, in double quotes you have to specify the path of the video. So 2 attributes src and type are given in the source tag. First one is source src, which is path of the image. So the attribute src tells you which video is to be added. Which video? Here in web page resources folder you can see the folder called videos. Here V is capital, and inside the video here you can see video.mp4 and video2.mp4. You can add the path like this. The main file is video. V is capital, video, put a slash symbol, then video2 dot what mp4. So give the name like this, video2.mp4. So this is the first attribute in source src, and then you can specify the type of that video. Type means what? Tells you which type of video is to be used. Here type is mp4. It is also optional. If you ignore this code, no problem. If you wish to give, you can specify like this, video bar mp4, like this, to specify the type of that video. Here the video type is mp4, but it is optional. Don't need to give this corresponding code. So this is the code line in order to give video. Okay, so after this code, close main tag video. Okay, so here, which is indicated using green color. Green color is the corresponding main tag, and other thing is attribute and value. So while including video, these are the 3 code line to be used. First you have to specify the main tag called video itself, and within the video tag 3 main attributes to be specified. First 2 are width and height, so it is optional. If you don't need to give that width and height, just ignore that portion. Or if in the question, if they ask you to enter the width and height, you can specify that corresponding width and height. Third attribute is control. In order to show the play and pause button, or in order to show the play and stop button, we are using controls attribute. Then second line is source SRC. SRC means it tells you which video to be added. So specify the corresponding path from the school resources folder. Second attribute is type of the video. It is also optional. If you don't need to give that type, just ignore that portion. So after that, save this file, then open this. Once you save that file, refresh the web page. See, here you can see the corresponding video. If you click on this play button, you can see this. So this is the method to include a video. Here you can control the video by using play button and stop button with the help of which attribute? Controls attribute. If you give width and height, or if you ignore that width and height, no problem. It will get appear on the screen in this corresponding width and height. And also that type is not important. After this path in your textbook, you can see the line type equal to what? Video.mp4. In your textbook you can see this type equal to video bar mp4. It is also optional. If you ignore that portion, no problem, your video will work. The important thing is you have to specify the path correctly, then only you can see the video in the web page. So this is next activity including video.
So hope you all have understood about the topics that we have discussed today. One is inserting table. The three main tag using while inserting table are TR. TR means table row, and TD means table data. We can include the data, and table, this is the main tag, opening and closing tag of table. And also we have discussed about how to insert a video. Though we are using the tag called source SRC. And also don't forget to specify video width, height, and at last type the word called controls in order to make the play and pause button active. So these are today's class topics. So that's all for today. Write and study each and every tag used in HTML or creating web page. It is very important. You may forget this tag. So write and study each and every tag. Okay. So we'll continue in the next class. Do your homework. Take care. Thank you and have a nice day.